Hello, my name is Ricky Balderrama, and this is my presentation video for the article review. So for this week's assignment, I found an article that assesses the relationship between multicultural counseling competence, ethnic identity, and self-efficiency. Cultural competence is an important skill to have as a counselor. Culturally competent counselors are aware of what beliefs, biases, and traditions that cultures have, other than their own. Ethnic identity is the counselor's knowledge and identification to their own ethnic group. Self-efficiency is pretty self-explanatory. So the article I found examining the relationships between multicultural counseling competence, multicultural self-efficiency, and ethnic identity development of practicing counselors is by Jennifer Matthews, Sejal Barden, and Renee Sherrill. It talks about how each of these have a positive effect on your self-efficiency as a counselor. A study was done originally with 180 ACA professional counselors. It ended up only resulting in 172 viable participants. A survey was mailed out to each of these professionals, asking them to give a self-assessment of their ethnic identity, competency, and self-efficiency. The Multi-Group Ethnic Identity Measure, or MEIMR, was used to measure ethnic identity. It was a 6-scale Likert questions pertaining to the ethnic identity. Options ranged from strongly agree to strongly disagree. The Multicultural Counseling Self-Efficiency Scale was used to measure their self-efficiency. It was a 37-question survey that asked them to rate multicultural intervention, assessment, and session management. The scale gave options 0 through 9, which would be not confident, opposite of very confident. Finally, the Multicultural Counseling Competence and Training Survey measured awareness, knowledge, skills, definitions, and racial identity development. It used a 4-point Likert scale that ranged from extremely competent to not competent. The survey was found to have mostly positive results, assuming that higher cultural competency and a better ethnic identity resulted in higher levels of self-efficiency as a professional. Now, while the results were positive when measuring the correlation between MCC, EI, and self-efficiency, the fact that the results were based mostly on the self-scale may not be completely accurate. People want to seem competent and confident in their job. Also, the survey accidentally left out one question on the MCCTS scale, so that wasn't included in the results. More research needs to be done in order to see how much MCC actually affects counselor self-efficiency. So hopefully more in the future will come about with that. What this article taught me was even more of the importance of not only being competent, but also being culturally aware and confident in your own ethnic identity. I never really thought that being culturally competent was such a factor in counseling, but now this has shown me that it really is, and I hope that I can find my own ethnic identity later in the future while I'm practicing. Thank you.